Now my source is unmuted. Alright. Welcome back to SP Racing. After a week-long break there, missed Daytona last week because, well, I had coronavirus. But I'm better now, and I'm back, and
There's no
looking forward
such
to this
thing as
race.
coronavirus, right?
Yeah, I beg to
It's just
differ.
a myth.
I beg to differ. It was awful. Do not recommend. I'm leaving a scathing Yelp review for it. But we got Phoenix tonight. We got happier things to think about, and ready to rock and roll in the desert here. And we got Matt Watkins on the pole. Stop me if you've heard that one before.
Well, he's missed some races here, and after winning championship 2 years ago, last year was all about Ken Shea, and now we see one of the goats showing up here tonight, and I think it's bad news for the Bears, man.
Yeah, he's good here. Slim Jim, obviously riding the hot streak, having won the first two races of the season. Last week, Matt Watkins was leading and got disconnected there at the Daytona Road Course. So Slim Jim picked up a second win in a row. Mark DeSenza, though. Yeah, and there's your inside second row starter, Mark DeSenza, getting slapped around on pit road. Shane Wisman getting some practice laps in there. DeSenza flies around this place. So I'm going right away. I'm taking DeRocket. DeRocket taught me how to get around this track. It vexed me for years, and then just one night of following Mark DeSenza, and I got the hang for the place.
Well, as I watched Matt Watkins push it to the limit, practicing pit road, got to be my guy. Sorry, Mama Gately, but I'm going with the 15.
There is the 15 slush puppy machine. We saw Rick Castle getting some practice in there. He parked it on the backstretch. Rick is also under the weather right now. He is the latest victim.
He's got the Simicron.
Yeah, he's got
that's
the Simicron.
COVID that you can get from sim racing.
The Simicron variant strikes again. Rick Castle. I talked to him earlier. He's gonna try and get some laps and get some points, but he's not feeling tip top shape right now. So we wish him all the best. And of course, thanks to so many drivers and FSB friends that reached out when they heard about me last week. Appreciate the thoughts, but I consider myself lucky. It was pretty mild. The whole house got it, and we haven't had any serious complications.
Dave Dolford, obviously going for Jam and J.
Heck yeah.
Or Jam and Gay. What's up with that?
I don't know. I mean, his last name's Dulfer, so I'd say he gets to make that joke.
Yeah, absolutely. He's messing with him. Wayne Gately in the house. Richard Kundari.
Mama Gately checking in.
Going for the 63.
Thank you, Doris. Yeah, I'm feeling much better this week.
Yeah, stuff ain't no joke. I ran 103-degree temperature for like 5 or 6 days.
Well, I'm fully vaccinated and got the first booster, which is all I was eligible for so far because of my age. But I can't recommend that enough to everybody. Definitely mitigated our symptoms, I'd say.
Yeah, I've got all the shots I can get right now.
And good to see Chris Beckman back on the track too. He was off fishing for most of the last couple of weeks, or last week. 41 out there, starting inside row 3. We got the FSB pace car off. And we're about to go dueling in the desert here. Matt Watkins leading us to green. Now this is an older, even though this is a 2000s version of the track, it's still the older configuration. Not quite the 80s where the wall jutted out there, like you used to see Indy cars running through there. but not the current version where they've flipped the start-finish line around. Big sweeping turn 3 and 4 there, and down into this kind of kamikaze changing radius turn 1 and 2. When you get it down there, you get the car stopped, and you point it at the wall almost. Looks like you're going to drive into it, but it sticks. A little dog leg down the backstretch and back around into the sweeper, 3 and 4. A little over a mile and change around this speedway. Desert hills in the backgrounds, Rattlesnake Hill as they call it. I don't doubt they're out there.
Yeah, I got buddies to go there every year, whenever they can, and that's where they are.
Clean start so far.
Like you were saying, the apexes you see a little bit different. 3 and 4, Watkins missed a little bit and was last lap and was a little outside, but kind of used the berm, and Slim didn't get a lot on him. This lap, he kept it down lower.
Another thing to watch for is some cars will be shifting and some won't. I found Tuesday night that I liked shifting in 1 and 2, but not in 3 and 4, whereas Matt was shifting on both ends of the track. And you can see the cars bump there. All 3 of those guys were shifting, and they shifted back up to 4th around the start-finish. Hard on the brakes in turn 1, back down to 3rd gear.
Field nose to tail here in the top 10. Then back behind, they're losing a little ground here. This track has always been about consistency and tire wear. The haves and have-nots later in the run.
I got Jim Ray checking in.
Jimmy.
Jordan McGregor. Clan. Hey, look, congratulations to Clan McGregor on a recent expansion there.
He's making babies and taking names.
Oh, what was the baby's name? I'm so sorry, I forgot, but it's a perfect racer name. I just can't remember what it was. Put that in chat if you can, Jordan.
Well, when he does show up, he runs well for us in our long distance racing. Always well prepared. You know, winning a lot of races here. Kind of spreading out there, the top 3 dogs there.
Rick Castle making a move here. He wants to get by DJ Sorrentino. Looks like he'll take that path through 1 and 2.
Beckman and Dolfer losing a little gappage here.
That's right, Miles McGregor. Does that not sound like a Cars character or what? That is
Miles.
that is a pure racing name right there. I love it.
Did he put that bloody carry-all in your trunk? Did he? Well, I thought we thought the same about it.
Rick Castle is feeling all right there. Apparently he's up to 7th spot there in the Budweiser beer can. Behind him, DJ Sorrentino in the Sunoco color. Bob Williams in the Cole Trickle / Kyle Petty Mountain Dew machine. Only this one's on a Thunderbird instead of a Pontiac or a Lumina. There's Brett.
Yeah,
There's Brett Otto.
Bob Williams duking it out there a little bit. No, that's Shane Wisman. Nose to tail there, back in 11th and 10th.
Yeah, we got a birthday boy on the we got a birthday boy on the track too there. Brad Otto, 31. Sharing a birthday with my father-in-law and with the maid of honor at our wedding. My wife's best friend. It's a good birthday. Oh, we got some
Brad
moves here.
was definitely proud of his finish at Daytona Road Course, longtime road course racer.
And early problems for the 59 of Ryan Johnson. Already going a lap down. I'm not sure what happened to him, other than he seems to be in the wall again here. I have to look back at the start of the race for him and see what got him back here.
Dan Jones starting to creep up on those two as they're battling. Bringing him and Pops Markison and Nick Walters into that fray right there. Walters taking a look at the longtime veteran here, Pops Markison. Haven't seen Nick. Obviously got some skills here.
Yeah, Nick Walters, a returning driver. He's had a couple stints here.
In a while, yeah. Trying to get around Pops. Heard a little stab of the brakes there. I think the 007.
Oh no, I think I may know what happened to Ryan. Let's see.
They're coming up on this group here.
I don't know if you heard me, Milty, but I think I figured out what's going on with Ryan Johnson. I do believe he has. I do believe he has lost fourth gear.
Yeah, and he's definitely on the outside pedaling it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's going around the track in third gear, and as you can see that there up top, the information overlay, and yeah, he lost his gear. He lost fourth gear on the first lap, coming off turn 3 and 4. So that's going to be a long night for the 59 team.
Well, he needs a caution and get a lucky dog here.
It's not going to matter, because he's just going to keep losing more laps. He's basically just got to run it till it blows and pick up whatever spots he can.
Man, this battle with Ellens and Westman is really good here. Ebb and flow with these guys. Still trying to get to Bob Williams.
Quite a few cars there within striking distance of each other. Yeah, Bob Williams leading this group. Dave Ellens, Shane Wisman, Dan Jones, Pops Markison. And Nick Walters
Wisman
again.
showing great patience there. Great racecraft. Now Dan Jones is, I think I heard him stab the brakes there a little bit. The car seems to be falling off a little bit and into the clutches of Pops Markison. And Pops is going to take a look right here. Can't get it done, just showing him a little bit. Putting the pressure on him.
These 3 cars in the lead.
With the 14 right behind.
You can still just throw a blanket over your top 3 here. Thank you, David Silva, saying great to see us back in the FSB saddle. Yep.
Kevin Mason,
feeling good.
Donald Ritchie battling out here, but can't quite get to each other, and the leaders are coming up on them.
Yeah, those front 3
Slim Jim Gately, snap yourself into a Slim Jim.
Those front 3 are taking no prisoners.
They're good.
Ooh.
All these
Dan
guys
Jones.
are good. They're pros.
Dan Jones falling back into the clutches of Pops there. And the 99 is looking for a way around the 007. Dan said he wasn't particularly comfortable with this track, but I think I I think I showed him a few things on Tuesday. Hopefully help him for the run tonight. He's got a lot of laps to figure it out. We're not even a quarter of the way in right now.
Well, what are we looking at on pit stops?
Let's see, a mile and change track. I'd say probably in the 40 lap range.
Beckman hanging on in the 41 car. Exasperating, but you got to stay focused and try to save tires as he pushes up a little bit. These guys in the top three are just on rails, man.
He's there, but just can't quite pull up to them. He's about 5-6 car lengths back there. Meanwhile, Ken Hansen on the move here, getting around Jam and Jay. And Jay sticking with him.
You're as good as all these guys. You start to wonder, why are we losing time here? It's just so, this sim is so precise with tire wear and how you manage that, and it just goes away from you. Going through traffic now, pretty sketchy there, but good job by the lap cars. Beckman needs a break there. Kevin Mays goes way wide to let him by. Great job. Yeah, I've won some races in this league, over 200 of them, but I've lost probably 1,000 of them. And sometimes you just gotta let these by, and you gotta do it proper, And I definitely know that one in iRacing,
Slim got a little loose mid-corner there. Loses some ground on both sides, but hangs on to it. Man, look how close they swing out to that wall, trying to arc it into 3 and 4. Gotta be real careful. If you smack that right side, that'll hurt the aero and will do you no favors as far as tightening the car up over the long run.
Well, Jamma J ain't done with the beer can here because he's still sticking on him. Trying some different lines here.
He's run the 4th fastest lap of the race so far, so he's got the speed. Just needs to see if he can follow Ken and work their way up there. Maybe work some pit magic or something.
Well, you see the alternate line trying to get the air on the nose there. Ken is definitely running the low line in 1 and 2, and the arc in 3, or in 3 and 4, and the arc in 1 and 2. See him take that low line there. And that, especially later in the run, that helps you save tires. Blowing that thing down and not making that right front angry.
You see, Mark took it in deep there, trying to get a run manufactured on Slim, and Slim took his usual arc, and they almost met in the middle.
Yeah, teammates, that wouldn't be good, Monday morning.
Now, that would be a tense meeting back at Checkered Flag headquarters on Monday.
Still, like you said, Lim is, he was kind of in the odds-on favorite here, but then that guy in that 15 car shows up and changes the game. When he's on, it's just unbelievable. Castle kind of in nowhere's land there.
Tell you what, that Jammin' Jay and Ken Hansen battle is heated back up. Jay's figured out a thing or three here, or maybe Ken's used too much, but either way, 63 is nipping on the nine's heels.
So you got Castle, and then you got Sorrentino and Bob Williams, Dave Ellens, Wisman, Dan Jones, Pops.
He's looking under him. He's looking in there under into turn one, I think. Ken's going to let him go.
The recipe for some racing right here.
There you go. Ken just lets him go through turn one there.
Dan Jones
and Jay moves forward.
Wisman, Wisman. Oh, and Dan Jones goes down low. What happened to the 007?
Fourth gear is gone.
Oh, no.
It goes down low and blows fourth gear, and you heard it live from the driver right then.
Were you shifting at both ends of the track, Dan? Or just in one?
Probably pounding the dash right now. These cars in this sim, shifting.
Yeah, I know better.
A random thing,
Got Wisman and Ella's battling here for... What spot is this? 10th spot.
Oh, 3 wide.
Yeah, 3 wide. That turns wide enough to do it, and Kevin Mays just gets way out of the way. Lets these guys go. Dan, were you shifting at both ends, or just the 1 and 2?
Just the 1 and 2, like you said.
Huh, okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't shift in 3 and 4. I didn't like to expose the transmission to extra stress.
I was moving my way up there, too.
You think about that, and want to think of it as in reality, but sometimes the sim has another idea. Sometimes it's just random, I mean, you're not making a man shift.
First one out of the game, too. That sucks.
Well, I mean, Ryan's out there with no fourth gear as well. He's been making
still
laps.
Going around.
He's still going, yeah. He's limping.
That's no fun.
Yeah, man, it's a matter of whether you want to preserve the points or not, I guess.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Tough break.
There's got to be some satisfaction in just running the heck out of it and waiting for it. Okay, you took my gear away from me, but, okay, blow my motor up. Let's see.
Well, Dan, you've been with the team. Oh, Slim Jim around in the dog leg.
No way.
That should be a caution. What happened there? Before I go back to find that, I was going to say, Dan, you've been with the team long enough. You know where Pony Express hides the bodies of the transmission men.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
We've been through them like Spinal Tap drummers. So.
He just did a self spin.
What on earth?
What happened there? Maybe his wheel fell off his table or something?
So looking at it live now,
Dropped in
that
gear.
thing just spun like the rear end locked up.
Oh,
or something.
what he did is he shifted the wrong gear, maybe.
Maybe he dropped it the second?
Yep.
That's what it looked
Let's go in car, see what happens.
Oh, that looks like a missed shift to me. Did it blow the engine?
Engine's still good.
That's incredibly lucky if so.
Third to reverse. Unbelievable.
Wow.
That's what the in-car says.
Wow.
I see a real car has a blockout that keeps it from doing that, so it would effectively be switching it to neutral. But the game will drop you straight in there.
Wow. And no blown motor.
That he must. I don't know how. I have no idea how he didn't blow that motor sky high.
Well, I actually did that once crossing the start and finish line at I can't remember what track it was. I think it was Homestead, and I still won the race. I was pounding on the steering wheel. I was so happy, and I hit the shifter and threw it in reverse or another gear, and I won the race backwards.
It looks like he put the clutch in, so it probably saved the motor.
That was the stupidest thing I ever did, but it was also the funniest, and it actually, I still got the win,
Yeah, if Slim managed to put the clutch in there, had the presence of mind to do it before tearing the motor out, that's got to be the save of the year. And it looks like he's going to come out in 4th place.
Wow.
Currently 4th place on the track there behind Jammin' Jay, who either had a great stop or took 2 tires. Chris Beckman's moved up as well. Either some bad pit stops or some great pit stops going on here, because this sequence has shook things up a bit.
Let's take a look at Jammin' Jay in the 63 car, the Punisher. No, he got 4 tires.
What happened to Rocket and basically to Rocket? You know what happened to Slim?
The thing about Phoenix here, we haven't talked about is the pit road, especially when you're up top and you have to nail those stalls.
I think the 3 spent a little extra time in his pit stall, maybe pounded out a little damage, possibly.
He was sideways there a little bit. Jammin' Jay
We're watching it.
Right on the apex of the pit road curves there. Maybe you could show that. And the 3 car was kind of wedged in behind the car in front of him. Take a look at the 3 here. While Jammin' Jay got a really good entry and position to exit scenario there.
Oh, he just spun the tires and waited. Strange. Maybe what Chris is saying has some merit there. Maybe he did have some damage banged out. But opportunity for Chris, opportunity for Jay. Absolute rabbit's foot horseshoe out the posterior moment there for Slim.
Yeah, looking at it now on replay. 3 car comes in. Got a very good Matt Watkins, always dangerous. 23 has to go around, but didn't lose a lot of time there, like you said. 3 was positioned pretty good.
Green flag in the air, Matt Watkins, Chris Beckman.
Right sides, left sides, and spun the tires and went nowhere. He was afraid to run into his teammate, I think. He had him smoking with the brakes on, and Slim Jim was still in line there, and he didn't have, I think he didn't feel like he had the angle to get out.
Whatever the case, it's given opportunity to Matt Watkins to check out, an opportunity to Chris Beckman to hang with him, maybe get some space going here. Slim's looking underneath Jay through the dog leg.
Well, what do you do if you're Beckman? I've raced against this cat and can't startle him, you can't freak him out. My suggestion right now would be to try to go for it right now. Get in front of him. And he is doing exactly that, trying to get it down.
What I know from racing against Chris many times is he has decided on a strategy, and you're not going to rattle him off of it. So he's either decided to go for it, or he's decided to just, cruise with Matt and try and get some distance, trying to get to some green flag stops.
That was smart. He took a look and then backed off. So, what that does is save your tires. Now he's got and Topher up the third there. Great run for Jammin' Jay here.
He's
But
holding
he
off
is
Slim.
working a little wide on those corners there. Kind of a berm there in that dark patch right there. Slim
Slim's
Jim
got the
Gately
line.
wants it back, and he is coming. Help yourself into a Slim Jim. He's got the fire in his belly right now because just survived the bullet here. So. Well, thing is, with Jam and Jay, okay, so you're right there in the top 5. Went back. You made some good moves here. Now, how do you stay connected with these 3 guys? What can you do this time that you didn't do last time? Because you still got to think long run all the time. You know, it's just the way you have to think. You know, these guys run green, and now you know the 3 here. In my experience, you know, running back here, he's going to want to run hard, but he's not that same guy he was 10 years ago when I raced against him. Way more calculated and patient and not going to get rattled. Because he was, you know, all gas and no fear, you know.
Just a quick note here, Milty, your Skype is sending your desktop back to me instead of the other way around.
Well, how'd that happen?
You must have clicked the desktop icon instead of the camera button.
So what do
I
I
was-
need to do here?
Click the camera.
Click the camera. It's on.
It was showing desktop for some reason.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not Skype.
Yeah, you're on share screen. It's on the bottom right. Meanwhile, Slim Jim's gotten around Jam and Jay and set his sights on Chris Beckman. So you cannot keep a good man down. Slim is on a mission, and Jam and Jay is now into the clutches of Durocket. This has been a boon for Ken Hansen, as he's now here hanging with the top 5. Looking to get in on this action.
Ah. Oh, what's going on here?
You just had it up for a second. Jam and Jay wants a piece of Chris Beckman there, backs off going into turn 1. Meanwhile, he's still trying to hold off that charge from Mark DeSenza. Through the dog leg. 3 takes the spot, up to 4th.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, so open up Skype itself.
I just see a little picture.
Yeah. So pull that up. So I see your whole desktop right now.
I don't understand.
There you go.
Huh.
You fixed it.
$124 makes a save.
To find Rick Castle here. Currently
Save
showing
of
the
the
8th
night, for
spot.
sure.
It's gotta be tough to beat that Slim Jim one, saving that transmission.
Okay, six cars in this lead pack. Hansen doing what he does in the beer can, hanging on. Did he do better than he did the last run there? You know, reminds me a lot of myself. Not quite fast enough, you know, on one lap, but finds a way, you know.
Wow, how did Rick Castle keep that out of the wall after a little side-to-side contact with DJ Sorrentino in the 86? He kept that can from getting crushed. Beckman lets Mark DeSenza go on the high side, although he's looking to battle back, maybe. We were just about to the pit window there when the caution came out. About 44 laps, right, Dan?
Yep.
Yeah, so expect this. We restarted about 44, 46. So, you know, look for in the next 20 laps or so pit stops to start. As we approach, not quite halfway here.
Beckman with the Levi's car there. He's liking it sitting in them tight-fitting jeans. Slim Jim back up to P2 there. Forcefully got his way up there.
Yeah, but what did he have to use to do it?
That there is the question.
Maybe I should have
Three-car
stayed in.
too. The three-car definitely was not as efficient as he would have liked to been, but yet there he is. You know.
He wasn't quite as aggressive as Slim had to be, though.
Looks like Ken Hansen's doing quite well without a fourth gear. Ryan, not so well.
Ken does
Hansen
Ken,
without a fourth gear either.
did he announce he has
Yeah.
no fourth gear?
No, I was just inside his car, and it's not a third, so I should have maybe stuck in there.
Nope, he shifted right there.
No way.
He just saw,
No,
yeah,
he
he saw the back
clutches.
bar.
He clutches or something.
Think he's saving fuel, maybe?
I'm not sure. I don't think he has a fourth
Well,
though.
you know,
Go in his cockpit, see what I mean.
let's take a look at that.
There's a shift.
No, it's not a shift though. So he puts it in neutral back in gear or something.
Ken Hansen, the 9 car?
The 9 car, I'm inside it right now.
Yes,
Third
so am I.
gear.
That was a shift right there.
It wasn't though. It's third gear still. See,
Nice.
neutral third.
Downshift.
Well, you can't count on, always count on the display.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Isn't it? Because I'm going to
Yeah.
Ryan's car. He's in third.
Caution is out.
Is it? No, it's not.
Caution is out.
It is.
Well.
I wasn't live on that car.
Oh, now he's in fourth. So maybe it just wasn't registering, like Shawn said.
Yeah, sometimes it really only predicts what gear another car's in.
Okay. Yeah, because it sounded like he was shifting, but doing quite well, hanging in there.
Oh,
Looks like we have dropped motor.
We got somebody down low going into pit road.
Shane Wisman coming through the dogleg there. Shane was running in the 7th spot.
It's Wisman parked on the side of the track. He goes no further.
And boom. Engine detonated. Right in front of Dave Ellens.
Another position for Ryan.
So that Oldsmobile has expired, I'm afraid.
My grandpa always liked Oldsmobiles. S65, you know. This old's got blowed up.
I have an aunt who liked
Oh,
Oldsmobiles.
Capuamo. Oh,
Yeah.
this is terrible. What a great run for the 34 here. Battling in the top 10 here.
See, my aunt liked Oldsmobiles, and
Am
then they
I
closed
gosh
down.
darn fire?
Then they closed down Oldsmobile, and so she switched to Pontiac, and then they closed Pontiac.
Pontiac.
Man, another
Yeah, that thing's,
another
come on.
spot losing stop for the 3-car. Mark DeCenza drops 2 on pit road once again.
I think a lot of it is just, position in the pits there.
Well, I am going to step aside, take this opportunity for a refill, and I'll be right back.
Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. How about those cubbies?
Holy cow.
Holy cow. My co-Fresno boy, Brad Otto, still hanging in P13 there. Good solid run so far. Piled his splash at his house. Talked a lot about strategy, after we got all the work done. He was a great helper, by the way.
Who'd you have as a worker?
Brad Otto, I titled his splash at his house.
Oh, no way. You guys
Yeah.
live that close?
Yeah, Fresno.
Sweet.
Called me up. Can you do it? I said, heck yeah, for you. Oh, Dave Ellen stuck behind the 57 of Bob Williams. And, not live here, actually. Yeah, so Dave Ellen's lost several spots there. Did not get, shows you the, difficulty of pit road here. You didn't want to hit him, and you couldn't tell if he could get by there. It looked like he could, but it was real close. This stuff ain't easy, folks. This is a good race, though. Good, exciting, battling. Obviously the dogs up in front, they got an advantage here, but 3-car, he keeps having trouble. Now he's all the way back behind Dolfer here. Gonna keep fighting as we go green.
Away we go.
Almost made it back for the start, but my cat got in my way.
Uh-oh.
That 15 gets a huge jump on the 23. He is on it tonight, folks. He's always on it. The thing that makes Matt Watkins special is the little things, which are actually big things.
You got a guy's got a double tag team, Matt Watkins. Double jeopardy. Picking him as your,
the
winner and stuff.
execution of the pit stops, restarts, pit entry, pit exit, getting into a stall, all those little
Yellow's
things.
out.
And the yellow is out again.
Yellow once again. Appears to be for the 43 of Donald Ritchie here.
STP, the Racer's Edge. No, the 59 on fire down low on the track. It's not Ritchie, it's the 59 of Ryan
No,
Johnson.
it's
It's
the
the
43.
43.
So here's that
Yeah, it
lazy
looks
loop
like-
into turn one.
Well, what happened to
He was kind of
Johnson?
keeping it to the wall and letting everybody pass him. Just touched it.
And here's Ryan. He could have just
Cautions and warnings here.
blown up independently. Let's just stick with Ryan here and see what happens.
Oh, he was driving it like he stole it in third gear.
I'd say that car's a time bomb basically as soon as he lost that fourth gear.
He's still going.
There it goes.
Kablamo!
Yeah, so after he took the caution, he was coming back around, and that's where it blew up.
NASCAR's gonna have to clean that mess up.
Oh, it's like Danica all over again. You remember that time she was dropping oil around the track for like the last 2 laps, and nobody threw a caution, and everybody comes crashing off turn 4. Like, Harvick won the race while tank slapping the wall because he hit oil. Yeah, Audrey Ellens had that 69 old, so you bet they were fast. 442. This gives you an interesting 50-lap run to the finish.
Which they can't make, right?
Can they?
Castle, I'm here in P8 in the 124 here. I'm thinking, maybe we can save some fuel here right now. We've had 2 quick, yellows here, so. But just take green from the finish, so. Do the finish, so.
Somebody's gonna top off, and someone's gonna try to make it all the
Let's
way.
try to do a little caution here right now.
A lot of
Let's
clutches
do a
going
little
on.
early. He's in P8. Maybe we take ourselves back to P10 even, but we can get some spots here if other dudes have to pass a pit. And Hawkins, definitely is gonna have to keep some pace here, but it's also a great fuel saver. So it's not going to be quite 50 laps. It's going to be like 48 when we go green here. Go a long way. Looking at the track facts again here. I don't mind that.
Pace car off.
It's a 1 miler, so 1.5 milers. That's like 34 laps. This is definitely maybe doable at full speed. So maybe need to rethink what I was saying and maybe just push and try to keep up. And put pressure on the rest of these guys. We'll see. Somebody's going to try to take some fuel here.
And someone I think is going to be Rick Castle. This would
He
be a
gets
perfect
by
opportunity.
Sorrentino there.
Yeah, he's going for it instead. I was thinking he's in the perfect position to try and
That's
save
what I was
this.
thinking too. Another guy that's gonna have that on his mind is the 9 car of Ken Hansen.
Ken Hansen was another possibility I thought.
He's not. He knows he doesn't really have the pace, but he knows more than we do exactly what he thinks he needs. He's been running this race, analyzing it, and they look like they're all driving as hard as they can. So, Rick Castle last lap 28.833. That is his best lap.
Find someone who's not shifting, and that's going to be the one who's trying to save.
Yeah, you know, that's a great trait of like the great Rick Johnson, you know. Letting that car roll, staying in 4th gear, still maintaining a good pace. Oh, and the 124
Kisses that
hits the
wall.
wall.
And that will not help a fuel saving strategy at all.
It'll lighten the car a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, but it'll make it tighter, which makes you burn more. Kill straightaway speed. But I was riding on board with him, and he is not shifting.
The 3 car is really, you know, the mustard's off the hot dog a little bit. But, just, you know, being such a fast car and then just having pit road issues. But he still ain't done here. He's really pushing the 63 at Jam and J here. Jam and J, a great run. Measured, battling this great competition and executing, and also have a little advantage with just where his stall is. You know, like we talked about before, it's you know, it's not just the track; it's the shape of pit road here, and you know, you can drive on the roof, on the hood in this sim. I always drove, you know, cockpit. I never switched. Some guys would switch back and forth, but you got those options. So
Here we go. Mark's looks underneath. He's got him.
And he's down low on it, and he's working him here through the dog leg.
Yeah, Shawn lent me one of his secrets for this track. Get down low, man. I tell you, he's so right. And if you don't think you're low, you got to go lower.
Especially later in the run, because it just,
A wall scuff there for 63.
I wasn't never really good at this track, so I knew what I should do. Was another thing to execute.
I think we could both get better at this track, but Darlington can kiss my.
I got you, brother.
What a wonderful track Darlington is.
Well, you know, yeah, I mean,
to count the money I've lost in cars there, my company'd be broke.
well, you love it, you hate it, it's amazing. Like nothing else. That's what makes it so great.
This battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th here on the right side.
I ran very
Focusing
well
on-
there for a long time and finished second to a lot of guys. And won one race, and that was a horseman race. Never won a Pro Cup race there.
We got DJ Sorrentino, Pops Markison, and Dave Ellens all battling back here. Been watching this for a few laps now. Bob Williams wants in on the action too.
It's nice to see
Well-
these 4 people just giving her up here.
Well, this is a great run for Bob too.
Whoa, walking sideways. That's could be the opportunity that Slim Jim needs.
Got Slim Jim down low. He's defending low. Going high here.
Oh, he just couldn't quite get the nose in there.
Gonna try the over and under here, I think. But Watkins so good at keeping it down low and getting that great apex. It's unbelievable. Thing is, when you race against Matt Watkins, at least one time during the race, you're going to see him do an oh snap moment. Where, like, I seen him at the Indy 500 sideways, like in the Indy car. And there's no way anybody can make that, but his hand control and speed of how he manhandles the car is unbelievable. Smooth, but yet when that thing goes around, his quick response is like nobody I've ever seen in sim racing.
No, that
It's like, oh, he should be dead, This is my time,
Chris Beckman backing off.
Yeah.
And then once he
Saving
does
some
that,
gas tank.
all it does is pisses him off. So then he really gets focused. So all that did was fire him up. He might have been a little bit, lackadaisical there. Now he's mad, and now he's focused. You better watch out. But that
Did he put
tweet
any
all
extra?
over him.
Did he put some extra heat, some undue wear on those tires, making that save? We don't know.
Well, we see the difference between all these pro drivers, and that is their management of tires. You know that. I mean, you were just telling me Tuesday night how you gave it everything you had and won a few races, a few championships. You're
I
pretty
think Matt-
good. Just couldn't
Matt
quite
shifting
get
and
it done,
Slim and Mark not shifting.
That can make a difference in the final pit stop here.
Well, they got to be talking fuel. Their teammates, and they talking. That's for sure. This guy in front of us, we love him. We've raced him for years, but we kind of hate him too, and we want to beat his ass.
And it takes strategy for that one.
Let's go on board Chris Beckman just to see if he's saving anything.
Not just in this league, it's in multiple leagues in the community of NASCAR 2003. Probably one of the best that's ever done it, so. And these guys are right along the side, Anybody could dispute that, give me a call or a text, and I'll beg to differ, and I'll have numbers to prove it.
Chris Beckman is not clutching, but he's also not shifting.
Well, we viewed these guys shifting earlier and driving harder. Okay, let's take a look at Slim Jim Gately. Last lap 28.9, best lap 28.7. So even with some tire wear here, these guys aren't lying about here. They are pushing. So where they're trying to save fuel or maybe adjust their driving is not shifting. And worrying about, transmission failure.
No, I haven't had a gear break on me in a long time, so.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey,
Ryan.
joining us from pit road, parked.
Yeah.
Lost a cylinder.
Well, I lost fourth gear going through turn 4 on the first lap. And then
Yep,
the
we saw
motor
that.
Finally went. Yep. So, want to come up to the booth after the race, but never during under these circumstances.
absolutely.
the day it
Understood.
happens.
Well, you battled and at that point, I guess you just got to rev the heck out of it and wait for it to
Yeah,
blow,
I
and
pick up some
hit it
positions
and
for
roll.
points, but yeah, I only picked up a couple, but I guess it's better than nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, only so long that Oldsmobile could hold out. Or Buick. That's a Buick.
Buick, yep.
Well, that's a tough break there, especially right on the first lap. And we've seen a couple others lose. Okay, were you in the channel with Slim when he had his issue in the dog leg?
Yeah, he was shifting and shifted to the wrong gear. He thinks he put it in reverse, but
He did.
That's what it appeared from the
That's what
replay.
it looked like.
that's
How
what he said, so
did he not blow that motor sky high?
no idea.
Like, I'm surprised the transmission didn't just jump out of it and go all the way down to Tucson.
Well, usually you hit that reverse going that speed and it's gone.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah,
Because we don't have a reverse lockout like we do in a real transmission on these.
Best battle on the track here is Dave Ellens and
Yeah, Dave Ellis tore through that.
Sorrentino for position. DJ all over the back of him.
Dave tore through that group right there
Here
to get
comes
to the lead of
DJ
it.
down low. Can't make the pass. For P8.
That happened to Chase Elliott's car in real time. Spun the
Someone-
wheels backwards.
Someone did something like that where
Here comes
They-
Bob Williams on the venerable one there. Pops Markson, what a great solid run for Pops. He's gonna be happy, but he ain't happy yet. They're battling here, trying to get into the top 10 here. Him, Williams, and the 14 car of Nick Walters.
yeah, what you were saying, Dan, someone wasn't used to the sequential in the new car, and when they went to shift from because you with these new transmissions, the sequentials they're running in 2022, they pull back to shift up and push forward to shift down, and so someone coming out of the pits went to go from third to fourth and pushed it up like he was jumping, like you would to go up from third to fourth, boom boom, but instead he downshifted it to second and spun it, and I think stripped the transmission out.
Yep.
Ouch.
Belfort going backwards a little bit there.
And muscle memory is like that sometimes.
We had that same problem with Dwarf and Legend cars you run in the motorcycle motor. So if you spin out and go backwards, you don't put the clutch in, it pops the gear and you're done.
Sense. And sometimes these guys spin out and they don't put the clutch in. It'll end up spinning the motor backwards, and that's also no bueno. Oh, Rick Castle dives out of the way there.
These guys behind those top three, they just don't have the pace. I mean, it's just,
Rick Castle is going to split the run. He's pitting from P7 right now, so he's not saving. He's choosing to split it.
Brad Otto and P13 getting lapped here.
Here comes Slim. I mean, Mark. Oh, that was lap car, sorry.
Yeah, he's getting by the 31. And that hurt him a little bit there. Tap yourself into a Slim Jim.
Chris Beckman continuing to cruise there, fourth place all by himself.
Well, what is the greatness of Slim Jim Gately is like, last year, he was always there all over Ken Shea. This year, he's all over Matt Watkins. I mean, he's always all over somebody right there. The consistency and skills of this guy is amazing.
And these guys have gotten so good, every lap's almost the same. Very rarely would they make a mistake.
And it's, when I look at the lap times, I'm seeing 28s and 29s all in most of the field. The top 10, definitely. And I'm like, well, where's the difference? There's just a 10 here, 10 there. You string them out and look at them, then you get the result.
Kind of
Williams
curious what the
supplying
final
pops.
strategy is going to be here on the pits with going to do.
Yeah,
They gotta stop again, right?
Oh, yeah, with about 10 or 11 to go.
I was speculating someone might top off and try to make it.
Ryan's not in the game no more.
But
Yeah.
the lap times don't. The lap
Oh, I
times
was asking
don't
those
show
guys,
that.
believe me, Dan. I was saying, hey, what's your fuel? And they're like, it's like 10 or 11. I was like, I don't think you can save that much. I mean,
I really
probably
and then
could, but you would be so far back, it wouldn't matter.
I think we saved 6 in the Pro Cup, didn't we, Ryan? We finished second and third.
Something like that. Yeah, was that Cup or
that was Pro Cup, yeah.
Pro Cup.
Matt Watkins won it. We were second and third, and we saved like 6 laps on that last run.
The 41 car getting lapped here now. What could have been for Chris Beckman? This race is just unraveled for the 41. He was right there, and now he's letting everybody by. Well, what happened?
Then he's probably trying to make it.
He might be trying to. But
Exactly. That's what we were talking about at the beginning of the run.
if you can't beat him, do something different, right?
No, he pitted. He pitted.
Oh, he pitted. Oh, okay.
Okay.
We thought it would be Rick Castle, but Rick Castle's lap times didn't show that. Looking at the 41, they're showing that. He's running 30s now when these guys are running 29s.
No, he
I'll
just
be
put
right
up.
back.
No, he just put up an exiting pit though. He did pit. Yeah, Rick Castle's the one that tried to split it exactly. He pitted with about halfway through the run here. Now there's not a huge amount of fall off on these tires. We'll look at Marcus
What are they
Senza.
running about 3-4 tenths tops off their top speed?
It's like about a half second.
Yeah. Well, they should be pitting any time now.
I think the chat just came up.
And we
86
got
pitting, 115. Nope.
86, yeah.
Watkins.
Here it comes.
Here we go. Matt's in. Slim and Mark stay out.
Looks like Slim's coming in next lap.
You got a point, lad, right?
Yeah, true. That would be his first chance. The lap car coming out slows Matt down just a little bit there.
Oh, Slim's going another time.
Caution! Caution!
Oh.
Oh no, that's going to
changing
trap
it.
Matt Watkins down. Oh no. Is Matt Watkins... Was he... I guess because he pitted across the line. Okay, so he might have just gotten lucky there.
Isn't that his middle name?
All right, putting up the
Oh my
no
gosh,
dogs.
a caution.
No,
What happened?
Gonna find out in a minute here.
No dogs. Lappers must drive through the pits now, so we'll see how this finishes out.
Oh, it's just a solo spin, looks like.
Yeah,
And Hansen.
Brian, so as an admin, you know these things, and as drivers we know, so 10-lap rule, right?
Yes, there will be no lucky dogs at this point, and the lappers must drive through the pits and start at the tail for the restarts to let these guys finish out.
And from this
Which
point
is
on,
a
we do
great
race
rule.
back.
Yes.
And there it is. He just got a little bit of apron and looped it there off 4. And I don't know if he was trying to get aggressive coming into the pits there or something. But Ken Hansen solo spin, that's your source right now.
Man,
So and Jim
Yeah.
Gately in first, Mark and second.
Yeah, but
see.
Matt Watkins did not go down a lap and doesn't have to pit this time by. He's going to fall right back into the lead.
Okay.
Only Matt could be that lucky. Chris Beckman loses out big time on this one. Having made
Well,
his
you know,
early
in my
stop.
life, I've talked about, you know, man, I've been unlucky with things, and everybody got problems, but racing, sometimes you're unlucky, and sometimes you make your luck. For a guy like Matt Watkins, yeah, it's lucky, but at the same time, you're that badass. You're gonna make your luck. Beckman down pit road.
Oh,
Oh,
DJ
the
comes in
86
sideways.
car completely sideways. And Beckman's manages to get around. Will they
NASCAR
even
says,
pit,
no, 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 senor.
Sorrentino there? No, he has to back up, and he gets into a stall. Been there, done that. Looks like left side's only or fuel. You know. You're kicking yourself. These races are long, and you know, there's many possibilities for you to F it up, you know.
Is Ken Hansen pitted also, maybe.
He was the
Well,
source of
great
the
run
caution.
for the 86, and it's still a great run, but like, dadgum,
Look
man.
who's in
You know,
first.
it's always when you have, as a driver, you have to
Yellow's
know,
off.
you have to know what position you're in when you go to the pits. And then as the race progresses, everything gets messed up, and you have to re-know where your position is and who's in front of you, and try to memorize that stuff.
Ken's a lap down.
And
Yeah,
then
he's tail end.
sometimes you have to go around somebody or something, and you have to execute that pit stop. If you want a great finish in this league, you got to do that, and it's tough, man.
Yeah, Ken Hansen's not supposed to be there. He should have passed through.
Yes. Actually, no, 10 to go, so he's 117, 125, so.
Yeah, he's tail end. He should have passed through.
And as a member of a successful team FSB, that was one thing we never practiced. We didn't go in the pit road and purposely put one of ourselves in front of each other, so we had to pit around them.
Here we go, the restart for the money.
Ken's going to the back.
Yeah, he just dropped out of the way. He knew he was caught out there.
It's kind of racers we got here.
Great restart for
great
Matt Watkins.
sportsmanship, great awareness. Going to Nick Walters up to P6 with the 57. What a great run for the 14 team here. And Bob Williams also. Perseverance, execution here. You guys get a chance for a top 5 here. Over steady, had some problems. Still in the fight here. Kind of spread out to stop and start here. Watkins. Look, man, you know, how many restarts have we had? I'm just saying, easy for me to say, but you know Matt's gonna jump this stuff, man. You gotta get on this dude if you want a chance. Might have to put a bumper on him.
Say what?
Well,
You got to get to him first.
500 and,
You got to get to him first, and he just turned a 28.672, fastest lap of the night.
cannot let him get that jump because this dude is never asleep. He's always awake. He's not going to sleep on these starts. You got to be ready and get on his butt, you know. However, we got some time left here. 4 laps to go.
This battle for
And
fifth is
can
getting
these
spicy.
two, teammates work him or not?
Nick Walters and Bob Williams going at it here. 5th spot. Rick Castle lap down behind them.
Lim is starting to push it now. Get up in his grill, son. Come on. If they thought the 3 was faster, the
yeah.
3 almost gets into him.
Almost get a Earnhardt.
Oh, it's slamming into the wall.
He's pushing him.
The 3 is really, seems to be the faster car, but it was too early, get through team orders or have a chance to let
White
it
flag.
by to work the 15 here. But Slim ain't done. He's driving it like the wheels were off.
Walters is trying to grow around the outside here. Bob Williams still outside through the dog leg.
A bumper on him.
Oh, he might make the pass. He went in deep on the outside.
Last lap.
There it is, all done, and Matt Watkins wins. And photo finish for 5th spot there.
He got him.
You get him?
He got
That was like
57. Yeah,
that was great.
Wow.
Fantastic
Thanks for
finish
the
up front
broadcast,
and
guys.
back
I'm
there.
gonna get out of
Yeah.
here. Appreciate all you do for FSB,
See you, Ryan.
Shawn, Milt, Dan.
Thank you, Ryan, for all you do, buddy. And thanks for checking in, man. Tough break. Go get him next time.
All right. Good night.
Wow, what an exciting finish there.
All over the track. We had great racing there to the finish.
Just couldn't quite get there. That
It's
3
tough.
car needed a little bit more execution on pit road to get by. I think he was the guy that could have maybe, given Watkins some problems there. But, great finish for them and, great points for them. Watkins, is hit and miss here, so championship is 2nd and 3rd, very, very good. Good, solid, clean, hard racing.
All right, so we'll have Milty gather up our podium finishers there. Matt Watkins, Slim Jim Gately, and Mark DeRocket DeSenza. As we got the points. Is that updated? Nah, because we got Dan Jones in 2nd there, and he fell out tonight. So you know Ryan will have those points updated ASAP. But again, fantastic, dominating run. There's the updated points. Slim Jim Gately holds on to the point lead there with Matt Watkins' troubles last week. Matt picks up 9 spots himself. Jason Dulfer into 2nd. Dan Jones falls 3rd. Ken Hansen in a tie with Dan there, 24 points back. Bob Williams, Ryan Johnson tied, 30 points back. It's a young season. 3 races in now. But things are looking up for Slim Jim. He's got the new paint. He's got the new attitude. It's the same old Slim. He's picking him up, putting him down. Putting on a good show for Doris. We're glad Mama Gately's in the house. Cheering him on. Good to see Tom Jackson. Action Jackson. Teammate. I'll see you on the track Sunday, I guess. Chris says he doesn't know what he has to do. Man, I don't know what strategy you were playing at there. If you were trying to save or what. But you gave it a good run. I think you just got unlucky with the caution cycle there. Getting caught out that late in a race, it's frustrating. We've all been there. You just get trapped and there's nothing much to do. Seems like every time it comes down to a strategy call like that, where it's either split it, short pit it, or run it out, it's like it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It ends up being the opposite. of what you do. So you just got to take the temperature of the race and roll with your best guess. I don't think you really did anything wrong there, Chris. And Matt was just untouchable tonight. The track's so hard to pass at like this. Slim and Mark, they're some of the best guys at this track. They just had to wait for Matt to make a mistake, and the mistakes weren't coming. I think they really wanted a green flag pit cycle, because that was the only chance to differentiate themselves, to put some separation in there. And they just didn't get that. And Matt Watkins, I mean, again, what can you do against that kind of luck? With the caution, he's sitting there on pit road and the caution comes out. If it had waited one more lap and those guys stayed out that lap, he would have been trapped a lap down. And just not how it played out. And we got our podium up in here, and we don't have Milty. Where's Milty? He's still down there talking, isn't he?
Trying to get us up here. Probably don't even know we're up here.
He doesn't even know that he succeeded. There's Milty. All right. Well, great run. Podium there. Thanks, Milty, for gathering everybody up. And we'll start with DeRocket, the guy who taught me how to get around this place. Great run, man. You were my my pick, and you still had a solid run there. Tell us about your night, man.
Had about a third place car. I don't know, maybe fourth. The 41 was fast in the long runs. I think he got a little damaged though. But Matt, I think he sleeps with an angel, which is, that's all right. Yeah. But now I don't know what it was like in clean air. Matt seemed to think it was pretty good, but now I had about a second or third place car. It's about where I finished. Good job, Slim.
I think if you just had a little better pit stops and you were kind of up against it with the shape of pit road there. And just the way things laid out, you had to wait behind Slim one time, and which
coming
was
out in
good
second gear
teamwork.
wasn't good.
You knew you were going to run in the back of him, and you were real close. So it was like early in the race, you just waited and let him get his service, which was good, smart pull, But
restart second gear wasn't bad, but coming out of the pits and not having first gear, it really kind of.
I didn't realize you had first gear.
One time it was in first. I didn't even know I blew it, and I'm like, why ain't it moving? And I click it.
That's what you were doing. That explains
like,
everything.
The hell? Then I had to hit second and go.
On our end, it looked like you were doing a burnout there. Okay, so that explains what was happening.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, go.
You never want to blow a seal, But
no, it was ice cream, I swear.
There's a lot of blown gears tonight,
Congratulations to Matt. He was fast. Slim was fast. And Chris Beckman, he was pretty fast. I think he got a little damage. And shout out to my buddy Dave Silva. He's probably watching.
Yeah, he was in there.
But, he is.
Yeah, he'll watch it tomorrow, that's for sure. But
awesome. Great run there. And, man, Slim, talk about golden horseshoes, man. I think you dropped yours in the dead-ass middle of the track. How on earth did you not blow that engine?
I have no idea, but I had shifted several laps in a row, and I hadn't been shifting earlier. And when I went back into fourth, I slipped it right into reverse. So I have no idea how it didn't blow.
It should have. The transmission should have been sitting there on the track in a million pieces and very angry with you.
Well, when you did my paint scheme this last off season, I think you put a little extra luck in there, but you didn't put as much as Matt has in his. God, that boy's lucky.
I don't know. I think not blowing the transmission after dropping it into reverse is luckier than not getting trapped a lap down on a pit stop.
Yeah. I mean, Matt was fast anyway. But when he pitted, he said, maybe we got a break. Nope. No break. The angel came through.
Gately was definitely proud. So
yeah,
I appreciate that, Mom.
That's 2 wins and a second to start the season, and you got a commanding point lead so far.
Your son's pretty good.
I do have to say this. I do have to say this. Now, I do accept my win last week, but if Matt hadn't had his troubles, I guess with his internet or whatever, I'd have probably been the first loser. But like I said in the forum, I'll take it as many times as I've had.
Take him any way you can get him.
Absolutely.
Last year, you had a great driver you were battling with Ken Shea, and you were always right there. But and that today you had Matt Watkins,
Same thing.
And Matt was on it. I mean, that man, when that guy gets his he's on something. Good luck, you know.
Yeah, good job, Matt, as always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good job, man.
dominant run there from Matt Watkins. Yeah, well, did you sacrifice a chicken or something for that luck on pit road? Because the timing was impeccable.
I was lucky. I was 3 spots in my stall, and I was gonna take 2, and then if I got too close, I couldn't have changed them. So
We figured you were going to take 2 there.
yeah,
but
I
then,
switched back and forth the
did.
last second.
yeah, that's what he said. Was he able to change it before he pitted, or what did he do? But then once we went to the restart, we knew.
We know the answer to that, don't we?
Yeah,
I was close.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god. So yeah, if it had come out when you were in the stall, you would have been screwed too. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think I held him. I think I held him off on 2 tire. I could barely hold him off on 4, so that would have been a challenge.
Everybody out there watching, you don't. This is what you're also up against. You're not only up against the speed. You're up against this crazy ass luck like this.
he's had one of the best cars. I ain't taking that away from him, but luck's a skill in itself.
Oh my god,
There's also
fantastic.
luck, and there's also being able to make decisions on the fly while
Absolutely.
you're driving.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, you've got to be, you don't have Roger Penske, or Tim Cindric, making decisions for you, and you've got to do that yourself on the fly within seconds and not flinch. And because, like you said, I'm going to 2 tires. And it's just like bam, bam. You got to understand what just happened. There's a caution. What do I do? Dude, I could drive a car, but they're not going to do that other stuff.
Yeah, switching from
That's
right
what makes
sides.
you guys great,
Switching from right sides to 4 is 3 hits on the space bar, and you got to make sure that they all register and you don't overhit it and go to 4th time and go back to right sides again. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
Matt's
while we're
good
on
at
pit road and not
everything. On
speeding.
track, pit road decisions. He's probably one of the best at everything. So
Well, look, I feel good that I finished right behind you.
you're
yeah,
lucky.
I thought about driving through for a second because I didn't know if I was gonna get lapped, and I was like, maybe I should just drive through. That would have been a very wise decision. So,
Mhm.
Yeah, well,
Take my
those are
chances
all
here.
those decisions you got to make while you're trying to keep pit road speed and not speed. Snap! I'm in the pits and I'm driving down the road. It's like, should I pit? Should I get 2 tires, 4 tires? Like when we do our racing, like the long distance races, all this stuff planned out. Plus, you got you got your teammate that can change your stuff for you. In this sim,
Yeah, I could
you
have
got to
used
do
it.
all of it, like
Yeah.
right now.
He's like the jack of all trades and a master
Yeah, I
of
could have used
all.
the spotter on crew chief or something.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
great run
nothing
there,
like
Matt.
NASCAR 2003.
Absolutely.
It's a man's a woman. If you're a woman and you drive, but it's definitely.
We've had a few.
You gotta have all the dots and everything crossed, or you're not gonna win.
Well, great run, everybody there. Thanks for joining us. Our podium finishers here. Mark
Thanks
DeSenza,
to you
Slim
and
Jim
Milt,
Gately,
too. Good job, guys.
Matt Watkins. Yeah, it was good to be back.
Yep, glad to see you doing better, Shawn.
Yeah, it was. A
A
lot of people had it a whole lot worse. So I consider myself lucky, and yeah, it was good to be back. And thanks again, Milty, for joining me as always. Our in-race reporters, Dan Jones and Chris Beckman, checking in throughout the night.
Absolutely.
Ryan Johnson popped into there, your series admin. We appreciate all he does keeping this running. Tough luck, Ryan, losing 4th gear right from the
That's
start.
brutal.
Oh my god.
What happened? Oof.
Yeah, and so he drove it until it finally blew up there in 3rd gear.
That's
Buddy.
what I would do.
Every time we pass,
I wanna see
thank
oil
you,
and
for,
fire
thank you,
everywhere.
3 gear.
Oh man, that's brutal. So we thank him for all he does there, keeping the series running, keeping those points updated nice and quick. And of course, our series sponsor, Farmer Brothers Contracting. Bill Farmer putting up the hardware we're racing for here in
Trophies.
the 43rd season of
It's
FSB
like
Racing.
trophies.
Thank you, Sam, keeping the doors open, keeping the league going, keeping this sim alive, going on 20 years now. And thank you, everybody, joining us out there in YouTube land, commenting, liking, subscribing, just tuning in every week, getting it out there, getting the word out that we're here, we're doing this. And if you're watching, come on out and join. If you want to get in on this, it's not that hard to get started up. We take all comers, all skill levels, fsbracing.com. Application's always open. Until next week at Texas World Speedway, where we'll be resuming
For
race
Shawn
4
won
of the
last
season.
night.
Yeah, and I ended up literally in victory lane, if you see the picture. I tried to drive up on that ramp there, it just fell right in.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty cool.
It was like Philadelphia experiment. The car is half merged with it. It's hilarious. But yeah, Texas World Speedway, great track. Big, fast place. Should be fun. And we'll catch you guys next week from there. But until then, for FSB Racing Live, I'm Shawn Reap saying good night.